Hello and welcome to the first ever Wrestling Matters RV review show of Monday Night Raw, here with Lucha Wilko himself. Raw came from New Orleans this week, and it kicked off with a tribute to the US troops, and it was a nice video, and the whole Raw was dedicated to the troops of the US Army. The show opened with a recap of last week and what happened over the pay-per-view with John Cena and the Big Show. So Big Show comes out for the opening segment and says basically that nobody was there for him. Nobody was there for him when he got fired. None of the superstars cared. And that now he's got a lucrative contract. He can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, to whoever he wants, without any repercussions. And this was like a 15-minute promo from the Big Show. And I can't remember Big Show doing a 15-minute promo. Well, he's probably done them before, but I can't remember. It was pretty good. Good crowd he got, and quite frankly, I'm liking this Big Show because I know they've done it before. They've gone back to the well with Big Show, but basically the face character he was playing was just ruined what the Big Show could be. I know this is just Big Show turning heel and being this is just a transitional period for John Cena to do something until they decide to ever let John Cena have some time off or give him the championship again. But I'm liking this Big Show. I like this guy who's now saying he's a giant and he can do whatever he wants. That's what the Big Show should have always been since he came to the WWE. A big, giant bastard. And that's what he should be. And basically, he was saying that at No Way Out, he's gonna tear John Cena to pieces. He's saying that he's gonna humiliate John Cena, just like The Rock did, but even more. He's gonna dominate John Cena, just like Brock Lesnar did, but even more. And the funny thing that I wanted to bring up during Big Show's promo, he was saying that the guys who Cena has faced before aren't even in his league, and he didn't mention Brock Lesnar by name, but he hinted towards Brock Lesnar, and I was thinking, has the Brock Lesnar and WWE situation gone sour? Is Brock Lesnar returning to UFC because he met with Dana White over the weekend? So has Brock Lesnar said I don't want to do those? But I don't know. I'm just trailing off. So that was a good promo by Big Show at 15 minutes. We go to our first break. We come back, and the first match is Santino Marella, the United States Champion, against Alberto Del Rio, the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Obviously, this is playing on the storyline between Santino Marella and Ricardo Rodriguez. I had no interest in watching this match, but I said I would for you guys. I would watch it and review it, and I shouldn't have done because the match only went 2 minutes long. Back and forwards, Santino gets his routine, pulls out the Cobra, goes for it. Alberto Del Rio ducks, hits in the armbar, and Santino taps straight away. This is what you can expect from Raw, especially when it goes 3 hours. This is what we can expect: 2-minute matches, 5-minute matches. It's no good. I am not a fan of the squash match. It's just boring. I think Raw should be at least 10 minutes to 15 minutes matches tops. But this was just absolutely stupid. I just couldn't see what was the point of this match. There was no point in this match whatsoever. Anyway, we go to another break. We come back, and it's a backstage segment where Eve is talking to Alex Riley for the first time on Raw for a couple of months, and he's trying to butter up Eve, and then Big Show walks past and gets in Riley's face. Riley's obviously crapping himself. You know, a big giant's just approach you. He's pissed. He wants to beat somebody up. Eve tells Big Show that John Laurinaitis has said that since Big Show, has this lucrative contract, he gets to pick who he gets to face tonight, who he wants to destroy tonight. And this really throws Alex Riley into panic mode. So the Big Show puts his hand to calm Alex Riley down, and says, "No, I'm not going to pick you for the match, but I'm going to send a message through you." And he slams him into the wall. This is what I want to see the Big Show doing. Being this mean bastard. He needs to be this. Okay, it's only going to be until I say 3 months tops. This gimmick. Until they find something else to do for the Big Show, because unfortunately he won't be in main events after this. I can't see it. So it's this transitional thing for John Cena to have a heel to go against. But I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm really loving it. Next up, we are told that the Tag Team Championships will be on the line. It will be a rematch from the pay-per-view from Over the Limits. So you got Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger with Vicky Guerrero. So, normal thing, R-Truth and Kofi Kingston come down, then Vicky Guerrero comes out and cuts a god-awful promo. I think this Vicky Guerrero thing's gone on way too long, and she needs to slightly move away from the WWE. She's getting... I know the character's meant to be annoying, but she's getting too annoying for my taste. I just find myself turning over the channel until she goes off, and she started off being brilliant and really was working hard, but now it's like, just cut her loose, please. So Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler come out, and this was a good match, but another pay-per-view. This happens near enough all in Raw tonight. Another pay-per-view match. We just saw this 2 weeks ago on pay-per-view. Now we're seeing it for free on TV, and it goes shorter. I just don't get it. Shouldn't the challengers be a lot more aware of what the champions are going to do during the match, so they can counter? And it should be a little bit more longer, if you know what I'm on about. But good 8-minute match. I see 2 stars. This reminds me, I didn't rate the first match. Half a star for the first match, if you could call it a match. Right, getting back onto this one. R-Truth wins over Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger tries to do something in the corner, bounces off of it, and R-Truth hits his Jimmy Jacker, or whatever you call it. I'm not sure. That jumping face plant maneuver. I'm liking the Jimmy Jacker. The little Jimmy Jacker. We're going to call it that from now on. If it's called that, I'm sorry. After the match, Kofi and R-Truth celebrate with the Tag Team Championships, and Dolph flies off and says he's had enough of this crap. He's had enough of this. He doesn't want to be in this, and walks off. And we'll come back to that later. Actually, we'll go to it now. It looks like they're gonna put Ziggler by himself, which it should be all along, because he shouldn't be in a tag team. He's got enough charisma to do stuff by himself, and this is the time you need to push him in some singles feuds for next year. He won't be champion this year. He won't main event this year. I mean, he did main event at the Royal Rumble, but I don't really count Royal Rumble main events ever since they had the Brock Lesnar Hardcore Holly match. Yeah. But yeah, this year they gotta build him up as a kick-ass heel. Then next year, send him out, see what he can do, and I think he'll be champion next year. I think Dolph Ziggler's got a good chance of being champion and being a dominant champion next year. Big Show, we come back from break and Big Show's backstage and he runs into Santino Marella and he's basically gonna do the same thing he did to Alex Riley. He goes around blaming people and he's just gonna beat him up until Brodus Clay walks in and the Funkasaurus gets into Big Show's face and says, "No, you've got a free match tonight. You want to take on somebody? Take on me." And Big Show looks him up and down and goes, "Yeah, I'll take you on." And he says, "But you're not gonna be dancing after this because I'm gonna break your legs," or something along that line. It was pretty good heel heat, and I don't agree with the Funkasaurus being in the main event of Raw, but that's what it looks like. So that match is gonna come later on tonight. Big Show against Brodus Clay in the main event. Not really fantastic. Not really fantastic. No. So out comes John Laurinaitis with Eve and David Otunga, and basically John's saying that he's got 3 announcements to make. One is he confirms the match, Big Show against Brodus Clay tonight, even though we didn't need it confirming. This is the whole problem with this segment. Everything that he really said, we knew. Basically, everything he said, we already knew. 2 minutes ago, we knew Big Show versus Brodus Clay. Because Big Show got power to make his own match, so we don't really need John to announce that it's coming later because we already know it. So it makes no sense. He obviously announces probably is gonna be the main event at No Way Out. It's gonna be John Cena against the Big Show in a steel cage, and we all knew that was coming. This is just gonna be a throwaway match, and I can see, depending on how it's going, I can see John Cena winning this pay-per-view. It's gonna be a boring match. And also he builds himself up. John Laurinaitis builds himself up as this all-conquering hero because he pinned John Cena, and he says that soon in I think November, the new SmackDown game comes out, WWE 13, Join the Revolution, or whatever the tagline is, the revolution begins, or something like that. And he says, a man fitting of his stature should be on the cover of WWE 13. This is what I said about stuff already being announced. I'll tell you anyway. CM Punk comes out and says, "Nah, you're not on the cover. Somebody who, is a wrestler should be on the cover." So it comes down with confetti and fireworks that CM Punk's on the cover of WWE 13. But we knew this. WWE, you announced it. You idiots. They announced it 5 days ago. I've even seen the cover. So I don't get this segment. I just don't get it. Oh, I just don't get it at all. So upcoming next is gonna be CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan 1-on-1, no title. So Lauren Knight says, "Good luck, Punk," and walks off. So we go to a break. Come back. The match is started. This is another match that goes about 10 minutes, 12 minutes tops. Another throwaway match from the pay-per-view. See what I meant? It's another match that we saw at the pay-per-view. Now we're seeing on Raw. And this one's even more stupid in the pay-per-view than the tag team championship match early on tonight, early on in the show, because this one goes shorter. Well, the other one shorter, sorry, but this one shouldn't have gone short. It was a good match. Don't get me wrong. You know, good solid match, but the ending was. AJ was at ringside, so she obviously tried to distract. Well, I wouldn't say tried to distract CM Punk, but it's what could have happened. And basically, Punk goes into the exposed turnbuckle, and Bryan gets the win. And we're told that this is going to have repercussions on the WWE title match. So basically, it's what I told my friends earlier this week. It's going to be Daniel Bryan against CM Punk against Kane for the WWE Championship. And basically, I'm looking at Daniel Bryan beating Kane in that match at No Way Out to become champion. So it builds up a match between CM Punk and Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam, and we can have the Iron Man match, what we all wanted to see in WWE, against two pro wrestlers who are the best in the WWE at the moment of what they do. We want to see that. We want to see these two people in an Iron Man match, and I think that's where it's building. You know, I could be wrong. Kane could just be in there just for CM Punk to get a quick win, but that's the way I would do it. If the rumors were true, if WWE were seriously considering Daniel Bryan for a title run, this is the time to do it. No Way Out. You should make Kane submit to put him over as a strong champion going into SummerSlam or whatever next. Going into SummerSlam. Have the SummerSlam match be CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan for the WWE Championship Iron Man match, and that would sell the pay-per-view. Well, it wouldn't sell the pay-per-view. I'm just getting ahead of myself. But it would be a good match to see at the pay-per-view level. You know, those two going for an hour. You know, you got instant gold there. Instant gold. Just trying to remember. A video airs of John Cena doing a tribute to the troops sort of thing. Nice video. So John Cena's not on Raw tonight. Just to let you guys know. So that's what John was doing this week. Obviously, WWE's decided to give him a week cooling period, which is cool. That the funny thing is, WWE mentioned Chris Jericho's suspension during commentary. I think during a match later on tonight. I just wanted to bring it up because of my last video. This is like the halfway through Raw now. This is like the first hour completed. So I'm just gonna cut into comments on Chris Jericho. Chris is now suspended for 30 days. So if he's gonna return, it's gonna be after the pay-per-view. He is originally slated to take on Randy Orton in a throwaway match, probably to decide the #1 contender for the next pay-per-view. So that's not going to happen now. But Chris has been going on his Twitter account and saying that he might not be back with WWE. This might be it for him. And I'm pretty sad. I'm not the biggest Jericho fan, but I do respect Jericho for coming back and doing their jobs and, you know, helping getting superstars over. And it's sad what happened in Brazil, because it was just Jericho had a flag thrown into the ring, and like I said, he was trying to draw heat, and his mind got lost on the laws of Brazil. Even if I don't know if he knew the laws, and he got lost in the moment. But the fans, I've watched the video now, and the fans actually seem to enjoy it. What Jericho were doing. It was just a couple. I've seen various videos on it, and it was just a couple of fans who looked a bit naffed, but the majority of fans, got into what Jericho were doing. But Jericho apologized, and he's serving a 30-day suspension. We'll see after that if Jericho comes back or not. It's a shame if he doesn't, but you can understand because he's on tour with Fozzy soon, so you can understand that point. We come back and we have another short match. It's The Miz taking on the new Intercontinental Champion, the returning Christian. My favorite superstar for the last couple of years is Christian. Everybody who knows me knows I'm a big Christian fan. So I'm happy that they're giving him a face run and putting him in back face, for the peeps again, and with the Intercontinental Championship. And this feud with Cody Rhodes will only help Cody Rhodes develop into a top superstar working with Christian. It will help him. Cody Rhodes were on commentary for this match, and basically you knew who was gonna win before they came down. Miz has been on a jobbing period. Obviously, what I think it was, I heard a rumor on the internet that MTV wanted the Miz back. After WrestleMania, they wanted to try and get the Miz back for a couple shows. I don't think the Miz is being punished because of being lazy in the ring. I think he's being punished because there was a strong possibility that the Miz could have gone back, to doing stuff on MTV, and doing stuff for MTV. And WWE don't want to send the guy they've been building up for a year as champion. They don't want to let that person go to a different channel where he's got that much thing. So I think they're just bombing him down, jobbing him out until his contract runs out and Miz goes away. I mean, I could be completely wrong. It could be something backstage with the Miz, but I don't really see that. I don't really see that. Or the simple solution that just came to my head. They could be jobbing him out because he is going to be in the Marine 3. Is it the Marine 3? Yeah, the Marine 3. It was originally supposed to be Randy Orton, but people got pissed. And, rightfully so. And the Miz got put in, so that could be it. Christian gets the win. And does a stare down with Cody Rhodes. Leaves the ring, so it was good 5 minutes match, but no, another 5-minute match. Come on, guys. Please let them go about 10 minutes. I worry about the 3-hour Raw that's coming because they can't even fill this show correctly. So I really worry about the Raw going 3 hours. I don't think they can do it, but I digress. Right? Miz gets on the microphone and says, he's had enough. He should be better than this. Out comes Randy Orton, stares him down, RKO. And then we cut away to Dolph Ziggler backstage, and he says he's with Vicky Guerrero and says, "That's what I want to be. That's who I want to be. I want to be Randy Orton." And Vicky says, "I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna help you, Dolph." So he's not breaking away from Vicky Guerrero, which is bad. He should do. So I could see a possible match between Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton at No Way Out, because it might start on SmackDown this week. I don't know yet. I don't look at spoilers, so I can only watch SmackDown on Friday nights because I am in the UK. I'm sorry, this match itches a bit. It really does. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. I honestly can't remember the rest of the segments. Bear with me. It was last night. I didn't watch it live. So you just have to bear with me. I was up till 4 a.m. in the morning. So I am a bit tired. Oh yeah. I just had to do a quick check on WWE.com to just see what happened. So I'm cool. I know what happened. Right, David Otunga, backstage, and he says, I'm gonna do John Proud, and I'm gonna take on Sheamus and kick his ass. So he comes out for his match. Basically, 5-minute match again, 7-minute match. Sheamus kicks Otunga's ass. Yeah, so that's about it for that one. Not much really happened. Um, with that announcement made after this was on SmackDown. We're gonna see the first time in 8 years the WWE Championship defended, where CM Punk will take on Kane. So you do know it's gonna be a schmoz ending with Daniel Bryan running in, chair shot to both of them. Well, not over the head, on the back. Chair shot to the back on both of them, lay them both out, hold the championship up. Yes! 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 That's what I predict. So that's what I predict for SmackDown. Sorry, I got a bit over the top there. So yeah. So we go to another break. I know there's a lot of commercial breaks on Raw live. Ugh, it's horrible. And we come back and we're at the main event stage. We have Big Show taking on the Funkasaurus. This is a quite competitive match to begin with. They tussle back and forth. Then the Big Show says, "Oh, enough of this." Starts beating up Brodus Clay and down comes R-Truth and Kofi Kingston, the other two he dissed early on in the night. And basically he lays those out, and he lays out Brodus Clay with a weapon of mass destruction, and just continues to work him over. And that's how Raw ends, with Big Show just dominating everybody. And we're told that John Cena will be here next week. And so Raw ends with Big Show dominant, which is what I want to see from the Big Show. We've seen it before, I know this, but it's, if you had a giant on your promotion who's 400 and something pounds, 7 foot tall or whatever he is, you book him as a dominant bastard. You don't book him as, this cuddly bear sort of thing like he was before. You don't book him like that. You book him as he's gonna kick people's ass. And he just wants to be there to hurt. I know it's going back to what Brock Lesnar was doing when he came back, but that's what Big Show should be. He's a big giant. That's what he should be. Enough on that. So my views on Raw this week, it wasn't fantastic. Nothing special happened. Announcements were made that we already knew. So basically, and no news on the Triple H Brock Lesnar Heyman situation. So they're probably saving that for the 1000th Raw episode, I believe. So, or it could be next week. You never know. WWE isn't really good at making a full Raw at the moment, so I worry about it going 3 hours unless they have something planned to fill up half an hour of one of the slots. I don't really see this being successful, and it won't kill WWE because WWE makes money regardless of whatever it does on Raw, SmackDown, or the pay-per-views. But it could hurt the WWE's fan popularity a little bit by going 3 hours. We'll just see. They might put on a good first show, then it could go downhill like it normally does with WWE. But yeah, Raw wasn't great. I would give it 2 stars overall. Not really fantastic. Daniel Bryan CM Punk encounter was good, but too short. Yeah, so it was pretty intense. No, not intense. Why did I say that? It was pretty boring. I fell asleep once during Raw, and that normally doesn't happen. I had no questions this week, so I think I'm about done. But if you ever want to send questions, the email address is going to be there. It should be. And always watch my episodes here. modern editing, brilliant. Yeah, so if you want to watch me, please visit the website and send in questions. I would love some questions from people. I will probably be back for. I'm trying to work this out now. Probably Impact is going to be my next video, Impact review, if I get the chance to watch it. So it'll probably be Thursday when that's up. The SmackDown review is going to be coming Saturday morning, hopefully with the next review as well. I might throw that in together. I might throw that in together and get it done. But please send in your questions, and I'll answer. I'll try and answer everything. But please keep it wrestling questions. And I hope you liked the show today. I was a bit nervous. My first show. I don't know if it came through, but I'm a bit nervous. And I'm gonna try and get a little bit better at doing stuff and giving my reviews. That's what I'm gonna work on. Thank you very much for viewing the video, and please subscribe. Videos, and it's gonna get better, and it's gonna get more entertaining around here. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.